Hi, it's Anthony from OcuPlay.com, and today we're checking out the Oculus Quest 2 facial interface and foam replacement comfort set from AMVR. This is AMVR's first facial interface kit for the Oculus Quest 2, so it'd be good to see what they include in the actual packaging and just generally, is it any better than the VR cover basically. So we'll be comparing them together and seeing which one is the best one for you. Alright, so let's see what's in the packaging and then we'll get it fitted and then we'll come back with our impressions. So here's everything you get with the AMVR facial interface kit for the Quest 2. You get the facial interface bracket itself. You get a PU leather thin version and a thick version. One's got the branding and one hasn't. You get a separate nose piece, so you can choose whether if you actually want to fit the nose piece or not. You get two spacers. If you find that you're getting light leakage from the sides, you can attach these and I'll show you how that works later. And you get a free eye cover protector as well. So we won't be needing this and we'll show you these in a minute. I'm going to just show you the thin pad for now. But to fit the actual nose piece is quite nice. It's very simple. You've got two little holes on the edge here that you basically put over these little parts here. So from the front you put them on like so, and that just sits on the top there. It's really super simple, but it really works, and that ain't going anywhere. This bit is really nice and thin. It really spreads across your nose, so if you've got different nose lengths or you're sharing it perhaps, this is a really nice nose piece, probably one of the best ones I've used so far. You've got a full Velcro attachment all the way around the top here, which is super nice, which means you can use it with any other Velcro foam cover as well. On the inside you've got some orange coloured pieces. You've got some air vents here at the top to allow some air to escape from inside the actual mask itself, which is quite handy if you're doing things like fitness. AMVR branding on the top there. It's a little bit more forgiving than the VR cover. This is the VR cover's latest dark edition, and you've got the AMVR here on the left. And you can see that the nose piece is smaller on the VR cover. The plastic is definitely thicker. It doesn't sort of taper towards the edge. It's like the same thickness all the way up to the top. So you do kind of feel it on your nose a little compared to the AMVR. This attaches probably more solidly to the face mask, but this I've not had a problem with at all. There's a little bit of ventilation here, but not as much as the AMVRs. And generally, this being black, you're not going to get any light leakage affecting the edges of your Quest, whereas this one is being light coloured and it doesn't have a dark inner plastic colour, so you're going to get light of orange appear on the edges of your peripherals, which is unfortunate. I'll try and apply the same kind of pressure, and there's very little in it, but this is a lot more solid, a little bit more rigid than this one. This is a bit more forgiving, which means it should tape around your face a little bit better, especially with an Elite strap. It will that's pushing against your face, and that's going to basically start to bend towards and around your face, and you want something a bit more forgiving, and this is going to do that. As you can see, the differences in the Velcro attachment points. This has got a lot more, so you can actually use different covers, whereas this one relies on certain points to attach from. So that's the overall big differences between the AMVR and the VR cover. Another benefit is that you can use the glasses spacer. This doesn't work with the VR cover. It just doesn't attach to the kit itself. It's really, well, I don't think you can actually do it. It just doesn't fit, doesn't work. So you really can't attach this. It just doesn't work. Whereas the AMVR that actually does clip on. It takes a bit of alignment, but eventually it will kind of clip in place. And then that's the glasses spacer fitted. This is the official glasses spacer as well. And then that will just literally attach onto the Quest 2 itself if you've got glasses. So that's an added benefit as well if you are a glasses wearer. And attaching the PU leather, I find it best to just fold it. I insert it roughly in the middle and just let it flop, and then just get this point as to the end, really, to the point of where the Velcro is, and just attach it round and just make sure it's all flat and around, and do the same on this side. Because what I find with this actual foam pleather is that these two bits touch my nose. So the further that way and this way they are, the better for me at least. But overall I find this actually quite thin. You can see how thin it is compared to VR Cover's thinnest pad. So this is VR Cover's and this is AMVR's thin version. This is AMVR's thick version. You can see the difference in thickness there. And you can see how much extra they give you, which is a real bonus, but it's unfortunate that the thickness isn't there. But one thing the thickness will achieve is a better field of view, because it's not pushing your face away from the lenses as much as a thicker padding would do. So bear that in mind. But let's attach the thick pad just to show you, same principle, just align the Velcro up and attach it as such. So I think if you really want a better field of view, go for the thin pad, but I think you're going to get less foam support around this top area here and possibly at the sides. So bear that in mind if you're looking for comfort, because I think you're going to get better comfort with the VR Cover foam padding instead. If you can get that separately and then get this mask, I think that's a good combo to get. So to show you these spacers, so this is recommended by AMVR if you find that there's light leakage coming from the edges, because the mask might not be going all the way around your face. So adding this little bit of padding will bring this pad further inwards and prevent any light leakage from happening. So to apply that, you just quite lo-fi, you attach that padding there onto the edge, and then do the same on this side. And you can position that way or this way as much as you want. And then these just sit on top like that. And you can imagine you just got extra padding there basically to fit around your face if you've got quite a narrow face. Didn't really see this actually happen on the Quest 1, but it's a nice addition if you do have a more narrower face shape, or you've got a smaller head, and this will bring extra padding to reduce light leakage, but you still get the field of view improvement because your forehead is more against this, so that helps. But what it doesn't help is you still get the light leakage in this orange area here. I've thought about maybe getting a black marker and filling that in with black. I don't know how much that will improve it, but it might be something worth exploring. So that's the foam spacers for the sides there. So we'll attach it onto our Quest. It's really straightforward, just the same as taking off your first one. It all clips into place here, and that's it, attached to the Quest 2. Pretty straightforward. So we'll just get that attached to our head and see how it fits. Alright, so we've had a look at the AMVR cover, and we've compared it with the VR cover as well. The overall impressions are really, really good. I think this is a really good interface kit, very competitive against VR covers. It attaches itself to the Quest a lot better than the VR cover does, And it also supports the glasses spacer as well, so that's really handy if you're a spectacles wearer. The nose piece I find a lot better than silicone and VR covers nose piece. This is a lot thinner. The way it attaches is really nice as well. I like how that attaches. I'm not a fan of the actual padding that they give you. I think it's a little bit too thin. But because the Velcro hook and loop system is all the way around the outside of the interface, if you do have a VR cover foam pad, that will obviously fit. And if you use a VR cover foam pad instead of the AMVRs, you really got a best of both, but obviously that costs you a little bit extra. So here we have the VR cover winter edition foam padding with the AMVR cover facial interface kit. It's kind of best of both. You get the padding of the VR cover and you get the better fitting facial interface of the AMVR facial interface. The other thing that I thought was a real big drawback is because it's orange, is that any light from the outside, if you're playing in the daylight, you will see orange like glow around the outside, and that just breaks the immersion a little bit. But once you're in the game and you're really focused, you don't really take that much notice of it. But if you were to look at your peripherals, you do start to see the orange appear through the color. So basically, light colored interface systems don't really work unless they fill it with black on the inside, and you just get the color on the outside. So if you're looking for a facial interface kit, look for the darkest one you can get, and that means you'll get the best of both. You'll get a nice interface kit, nice and cheap, and you can put your own padding on top, and you'll get dark on the inside. That isn't going to create any sort of light bleed from the various colors that you can get. Colors are a really nice feature to have. It really makes it stand out, but overall you really should look for a dark plastic, especially on the inside. It has some form of air ventilation at the top, as you can see. That will help with any fog or steaming. So that means that it's really good for fitness and things like that. If you do get a lot of fogging in the actual headset itself, this might do away with that. The AMVR facial interface kit retails for $24 or £24. So if you compare it to AMVR, which is roughly £29 plus shipping, you probably get a better deal with the AMVR. But just bear in mind, thinner foam covers, the light bleed on the edges that you wouldn't get if you got a darker facial interface from VR cover. So both do have their pros and cons, but if you're price conscious, then go for the AMVR. If you can wait and you don't mind spending that little extra, then you do get a lot extra for your money with the VR cover and a lot more comfort as well. If you have already got the VR cover, but you're looking for a bit more firmer interface and something with a little bit of air circulation on the top here, then you could spend a little extra, get the AMVR cover interface, and then put your VR cover foam padding on top of this to get the ultimate combo for your Quest 2. Alright, so I hope you found this helpful. If you have, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It really helps us out, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.